Good evening, everyone. When you spend your money, you want to make sure you get the best price.
But tonight, Metro Schools admits it spent millions of dollars of your money without checking to see if they got the best deal possible. It's the latest finding of an exclusive News Channel 5 investigation led by Chief Investigative Reporter Phil Williams. Phil.
Well, Vicki, Metro Schools argues it did not need to check to see if it could get a better price because the district was piggybacking off of contracts that other districts had put out for bids. But we discovered that doesn't always guarantee the best deal for taxpayers.
It multiplies. Yeah, it multiplies.
Finding enough substitutes to fill in for absent teachers is difficult in any school district, especially in Metro Schools with its 86,000 students.
This is the place that will model.
In 2017, schools director Dr. Sean Joseph's administration turned to a year-old company, Education Solutions Services, to bring in substitutes for 24 hard-to-staff schools. Joseph's team convinced the school board to give ESS a $1 million no-bid contract. That contract ballooned to $1.25 million before the school year was up, when the district finally ended the deal.
Why are we not offering them an extension or bringing it to the board to continue this?
We don't have the money. We can't afford the 27% markup.
Yeah, it's quite a markup.
Yeah.
Yes, it's quite a markup.
Joseph's team argued they did not need to see if any other company could offer a better price because they were piggybacking on a contract that had been put out for bids by Wilson County Schools. That's a district that's about a fifth of the size of Metro Schools.
But most of the savings in piggybacking are generated through volume.
Retired State Auditor Dennis Dykus says he's not sure how piggybacking on a smaller systems contract could be justified.
The savings is, as a rule, generated by volume. And the smaller local government would not have the volume purchases, be it goods or services, that a larger local government would have.
To get the best price.
To get the best price. Mm-hmm.
But take a look. Wilson County's contract paid ESS $108 a day for substitutes with teaching certificates. But Metro Schools agreed to pay $146 a day. That's 35% higher. The district says it changed the contract to reflect Nashville's higher salaries, and in fact, the markup is slightly lower.
A dog don't hunt. It's a different contract. If you change anything in that original contract, it's a different contract and subject to bid.
After Joseph was first hired as the director of Nashville Schools, he also ordered his team to hire a company with whom he had done business before.
In Prince George's County, we look at our data very closely.
One of the services provided by Performance Matters is software that tracks professional development training that teachers are required to complete.
In a piggyback process, you can get best pricing, and that's why you utilize it.
Joseph's team negotiated a new contract based on a deal between Performance Matters and Shelby County. Metro Schools agreed to pay $11.66 for each user. But we discovered in Florida, Polk County Schools bid it out and only had to pay $9.68. Pasco County paid $9.19, and Broward County got the best deal at $7.75 per user. That's 34% less than the no-bid price offered to Metro by Performance Matters.
And we may be able to get a better price than that contract that we're looking to piggyback on. So don't say automatically piggybacking can always save you money, because it can't.
There's a wide variety in prices, and I'm not certain that we got the best price with this contract.
For months, school board member Amy Froke has been raising concerns about the use of the piggyback process to avoid putting contracts out for bid. Her concerns increased last year after one of Joseph's mentors, former Baltimore County School Superintendent Dallas Dance, was caught accepting money from a vendor, then steering contracts to the company using the piggyback method.
I have talked to other superintendents who've told me that they just won't piggyback contracts, particularly service contracts where there's not a set price, because of the risk of fraud and abuse.
We couldn't have anticipated that we would have gone over the allotted amount.
In the case of the ESS contracts, district officials finally admitted to the school board last summer that it had seen its costs under that contract spiraling out of control. But 5 months later, the district gave the company a brand new no-bid contract This one worth up to $2.5 million to hire cafeteria assistants. Again, they claim they were piggybacking on the Wilson County contract, which does not mention cafeteria assistants anywhere.
So if the price structure has changed, it's
another contract.
Without bidding?
Without bidding, yes.
While piggybacking on a contract that's been awarded in the past can be completely legal, DICA says it's a mistake for a school system or anyone else to assume that the contract suggested by a vendor is really the best price that's available for taxpayers.
When you bid out something, you're demonstrating that you get the best price that day, not tomorrow, that day. And it's incumbent, especially on local government officials, to determine that they are getting the best price that day.
Dr. Joseph and his team insist there has not been any fraud or abuse in how Metro Schools contracts have been awarded. And so far, the majority of the school board has not gone along with Amy Froeg and the two other board members in questioning the use of these piggyback contracts. We've got more online at newschannel5.com. Vicki?